Pagans talking smack, saying Jesus was a Jew. I tell them curse Vishnu and go cry in the pews. Hit me with the facts, I hit you with the coke. Blonde hair, blue eyes, that's my only hope. We bend the truth, but we bend it with love. For our ruddy rabbi Jesus, he is sent from above. If you don't worship my Jew, you're a Jew, you're a Jew. Sing it loud, sing it proud. Me and my crew, ruddy cheeks glowing, eyes so blue. If you don't worship my Jew, you're a Jew. You're a Jew, you're a Jew. Oh, you're a Jew. King of the Jews, more like king of the bass. We rebranded him harder than a Hollywood face. Oh, they can quote the Bible, I just close my eyes. Picture him with fair skin under Judean skies. Oh, we bend the truth, but we bend it with love. For our ruddy rabbi Jesus, he is sent from above. If you don't worship my Jew, you're a Jew, you're a Jew. Sing it loud, sing it proud. Me and my crew, ruddy cheeks glowing, eyes so blue. If you don't worship my Jew, you're a Jew. You're a Jew. You're a Jew. Yes, 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 he's Jewish by birth, but he's white. Yes, he read the Torah, but he's white. Yes, he came from Israel, but he's white. And he's mine tonight. If you don't worship my Jew, you're a Jew. You're a Jew. Hands up, everybody. Me and my crew. This cope is forever. This cope is true. Don't worship my Jew. You're a Jew. You're a Jew. You're a Jew.
Hello again, internet friends. Adam Green here with No More News. It is Tuesday, August 11th, 2026. So much to cover today. Forever. We'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here next week. We'll be here next year. We've been here for a decade. Sometimes I'll have detractors say, oh, stop attacking Christianity. Stop saying Jesus is Jewish. Stop saying it's all a bunch of myths. That's causing infighting. That's these pro-white pearl clutchers who say it's subversive and divisive to tell the truth about Christianity. They never have the same energy for these Christians who say time and time again they will not ally with anybody that is not a Christian. And any true Christian would not ally with pagans or secular people. So let's see Joel Webbin saying how he will never unite with pagans.
Christian alliance. This will not be a Judeo-Christian alliance. This will not be a Muslim-Christian alliance. And it will also not be a Thor-Christian alliance. We're not doing that. Paganism was always wrong.
Thor doesn't want to be in your Jewish rabbi chosen people alliance anyway, dude. Come on. And we don't literally believe in Thor. Also, like, you literally believe in Jewish comic book characters.
They were false gods. But now you're...
It's not us trying to impose Thor or Norse paganism or Alexandrian Apollonianism. It's you trying to impose the Jewish Messiah on the world, according to the Jewish agenda.
Worshipping false gods that have their hands tied behind their back. Poseidon and Zeus. And there was a time that I might have been sympathetic, right? If it was 500 BC and I was, had a time machine, I'm going back and I'm seeing you pay tribute, to these Greek gods and mythology, I would want to tell you, well, Jesus is the true God. He's coming in 500 years. You need to get your life straight. You shouldn't be worshiping these gods. You should be worshiping.
Coming in 500 years? Oh, he's talking about pre-Christian pagans. Okay. Your Jewish Messiah is coming, like Jew-splaining to the pagans like the Jews were. Yeah, the Jews were saying that, like, a Messiah is coming and you're going to worship our God.
Worshiping the triune God, the God of heaven and earth. But if you say, well, but they're real and they're powerful and when we make them happy, our crops grow and blah, blah, I would not laugh at you. I would say, I get it. But in the year of our Lord 2026, it's not because of modernity. It's not because of the science, TM. No, it's because of the finished work of Christ. 2,000 years after the finished work of Christ and him disarming all these principalities. For you to think, well, you know what, as long as it's white.
Oh, all these principalities, you mean like the fallen angels and that are the pagan demons, like he believes? Such clown world that these guys take this stuff seriously. The Jews told us that all the European gods, all the non-Jewish gods are like demons and evil. And you need to bow down to the King of the Jews. I mean, the Jewish Messiah, actually.
To think, well, you know what, as long as it's white, right? As long as it's just European tradition, right? That's the great unifier. Is our people. Our people is a great unifier. But to place that over Christianity. So
Jesus is the unifier. Only those who believe in Jewish magic and Jewish covenants and Jewish prophecies can be his ally and his brother.
You can be Christian.
Every knee shall bend to our Jewish king. Every goyim knee will bow to the Jewish Messiah. Goy. Yeah, Timu Matt Walsh that's scared to debate.
Christian, but you could also be pagan, just as long as you're European. That's mixing iron with clay, and it will break. It will not have the fortitude.
Isn't it crazy how Fuentes and this guy and all of them, it's Jesus first, Jesus only, anti-pagan. The original anti-pagans were Jews. Christians are now adopted that anti-pagan agenda. Using Jesus, inventing Jesus to conquer all those pagan gods. Theological warfare for Yahweh, for Hashem.
Break. It will not have the fortitude. What fellowship does light have with darkness? What fellowship does Christ have with Beelzebul? Or does Christ have with
Those are the verses too. It tells them, do not ally with anybody that's not a Christian. Jesus first.
Thor? The answer is none. None. It will not work. So, Christian now.
So, Jesus came not to bring peace, but the sword, and turn family against family, nation against nation. But then all of these idiots try to silence me and us, saying, you're being divisive. We'll worry about it when we win, that type of stuff. Stop telling the truth while all these other people just lie and slander and refuse to debate. That's what they try to do. Try to silence us, saying, you're being divisive. Stop. Just say Jesus wasn't Jewish and there's no such thing as Judeo-Christianity. Just lie. Just say only the Schofield Bible is Jewish, but before Schofield, it was totally based and not Jewish.
Nationalism. That's the goal. It's Christian nationalism or bust. And we have our marching orders from our commander-in-chief, Christ himself, who took back real power from real false gods and gave it to his people to baptize real nations with Christianity.
And it's just crazy how these people come attacking me, try to ankle bite me and say, you're being divisive. They never will say that about the Christians who all say, who this is the official position of Christians. Yeah, don't disrupt the Jesus grift. Yep. Exactly. So when they tell you race first, don't talk about your pagan religions, they're just trying to silence you while they push Jesus, smuggle Jesus in everywhere. Oh, the only opposition to Jews allows also has to worship the Jewish Messiah. Oh, the only real opposition, like they try to monopolize this false dichotomy in the Judeo paradigm where they only allow the opposition to Jews be dominated by people that also believe in Jewish messianism. It's Jewish messianism controlled opposition dialectic, like by definition. How do they not see this? How do people not see this? Or more people, because some people do. But why do more people not see this? Because they want to be duped? They're gullible sheep? I don't know. Let's see this. So, surprise, Mizrahi has done an interview or talk with Lucas Gage now. Gives the Gentiles a prayer to cure their evil anti-Semitic ways. Let's hear this.
Now when you change...
You guys want to see Lucas on? Should I talk to Lucas about his latest generational run Lucas is on? What a surprise. Let's see. We got a few clips from this. I haven't seen them yet.
Now when you change and you reevaluate what the things you used to say, you can say to all your followers, look, every Jew and every Gentile have to repent daily. Speak to your God whenever you are, in your house, in your car. Say, dear.
No, Lucas is not going full Noah, dude. No. He's he went too hardcore. He pandered to the third worlders and the low IQ anti-Semitism. I warned him not to. I called out what he was doing at the time. He's admitted I was right. He walked it back. He walked it back basically to pretty much where we're at. I see it as a positive thing.
God.
All the clowns that lie about me all the time are the ones most viciously attacking him. All the Christian Muslim, he's calling out the Christian Muslim Russian controlled low IQ controlled opposition talking points. And that's why they're all going at him so hard, just like they always gatekeep and go at me so hard. Same thing.
I'm a Gentile. I'm not a Jew. I was anti-Jewish. I don't know. I have this disease. I'm an anti-Semite. I'm allergic to Jews. I'm jealous with their success. I don't know. Maybe I'm jealous with their religion. Maybe I'm jealous that they are the chosen people. Maybe I really believe that they're hurting me by controlling the banks, or that they are doing all kinds of bad things in Gaza. Whatever the case may be, every Gentiles have to tell God, please help me to be a righteous Gentile, not a racist, not to hate people.
Please, Hashem, help me to be a righteous Gentile. Come on, guys. Let's all say it together. Let's all pray with it. Please pray. Please lead us in prayer, Rabbi Mizrahi. Getting the powerchat.live turned on. 20 minutes this time. I meant to do it at the right before I went live. I was like, do it at the very beginning. Don't forget again. But we got it turned on. Your comment will be read on the screen. You guys know how it works. powerchat.live/knowmorenews. My main source of income is this right here. Only source of income, pretty much. This, Substack, Subscribestar. Been banned everywhere else. Coinbase, Squarespace, PayPal, my Patreon, my subscriptions that were on Odysee got taken away with Stripe. My DLive, right after YouTube got banned, got taken away. And I'm only still here because of you guys and that Power Chat link right there, pretty much. Or the Rumble rants. If you want to see the daily streams, 2-a-day streams, all this stuff, I can't do it without you.
People that don't deserve to be hated.
If you want to help me destroy Yahweh and Abrahamism and Jewish messianism, tithe. Think about what we're up against, okay? We're up against foreign sponsors, the Zionist, Russian-controlled dialectic in alt media, on our own. No bot farms, no big networking platforming. Up against literal foreign intel operations and rigged platforms and algorithms.
Not to hate people that don't deserve to be hated, to be always good, positive in what I do, and I'm asking you, God, if I ever went against your chosen people and hurt them in any way, first of all, I apologize, and second, I'm asking you for help. Help me, just like I'm asking you to cure me and to find me my soulmate and to give me children and to help me financially. Now I'm asking you to help me to repent. Make me normal. I don't want to hate people just because of the race. I want to love righteous people, Jews and non-Jews, and I want to stay away from wicked people. Everybody.
Dude, Mizrahi is on a anti-Semite deconversion clinic. Put it on a clinic, praying for the goyim. Thank you, Hanzo.
Chance you will talk to Rabbi again soon to give him the business once again.
Yep. Dude, something happened with my camera where the autofocus doesn't work, so I have to manually do it, and then
Johan sent $5 tied for the Golschiak. Your shows help me get through the drudgery of the workday. Thank you,
Johan. They helped me get through the day too. I'd go crazy if I didn't get to do this. I would just be, if I wasn't streaming, I'd just be doing the same thing in front of my computer pretty much, except in my head. All right. That's pretty good.
Has to ask for it. We have to pray for things. We cannot take it for granted. Just because someone proved to you that anti-Semitism is not logical and you should not do it, it's not the right thing, it fills you with rage, that's one thing. But you still need to ask God, forgive me for what I've done.
Yo, Jenna.
Thank you, Jenna.
$20
Dude, he's really pressing Lucas for an apology here. I don't think he gave it to him. We would have seen that clip if he did a formal apology. I don't think he's actually done that, from my understanding. Although he should say. No, I'm pretty sure he said he went too far. He went too far on things. I don't know.
Many of them are naive. They just follow, the sheep follow the shepherd. He takes you to a cliff and everybody falls down the cliff. Many of them are naive.
Wow.
They just follow,
So true, dude. The gullible goyim sheep, man. Common Mizrahi W. Totally. These Christian anti-Semites, they think we killed JC. You worship a Jew. He calls you dogs. Dude, seriously, Mizrahi. I know. Tell me about
this.
It,
Goyim sometimes can be. Follow the shepherd. He takes you to a cliff and everybody falls down the cliff. Many of them.
Dude, that's what Trump was. That's what Jesus is. Your false Messiah leading you off a cliff, leading you to destruction. Being portrayed as your hero and your savior and is actually leading you to destruction. Thank you, Macrometer.
Didn't cast any spells from the Tanakh to unban a homie's YouTube. Hashem doesn't seem that powerful.
How many rabbi talks does Lucas have to talk to before YouTube gives him a channel back? That's the real question. Asking for a friend.
Them are naive. They just follow, like
Dude, these gullible goyim sheep, dude. So true, Mizrahi.
people that goes against the chosen people. I'm talking now to Christians. They believe in God. They know the Torah. They learn about it in the churches. They know JC himself was a Jew. He died as a Jew. He didn't change his religion. Many years after he died, they decided to teach Christianity in his names. And even in Matthew, in the book of Matthew, I actually spoke about it in my last lecture. I describe a story that a woman came to Jesus and she said to him, my daughter has some spirit in her, possessed in her body. Please cure my daughter. And he said to her, I didn't come for the Gentiles. I came for the Jews, for the chosen people. She said, well, it's anyway, have mercy on my daughter and cure her anything. So he told her.
We just covered him doing that clip yesterday. See Through It All clipped it, I think.
Maestro Man sent $20 on
Thank you,
Rumble.
dude.
I'm financially screwed at the moment, too. But I want to support, so here's my measly $20.
Thank
Keep
you,
up the
bro. It
amazing
means a
work.
lot. I know it is a
Getting your
struggle
book
out there.
soon, too.
Same here. Oh, that Amalek clipped this one yesterday. Yup. We're on it, Mizrahi.
Anonymous sent $10 Mizrahi Torah and Science Watch Party when you left us hanging last week.
I know, dude. Trust me. Thanks for bringing it up. Thanks for reminding me. Thank you, Grace.
O'Malley sent $20. Consistent hard work deserves fair compensation.
Thank you, Grace. Appreciate that. Well, it's just, if you value it, if you watch it, if you're here every day, a little bit of tithing and chipping in makes it possible. Yeah, I got the thumbnail ready for the Torah debunking video. Debunking Rabbi Mizrahi's Torah science. Dude, I'm going to have co-hosts, ChatGPT or Grok Science co-host to help ask questions and do fact checks on some of the claims. But yeah, when? I don't know. I got to do the book club too. One night this week we'll do it. We'll put on the mullet. We'll go alter ego and do it.
Something that I was shocked, to be honest with you. I debate Christians for more than 20 years, but I didn't know it until a week or two ago. Someone actually sent me that quote. I say to her, do you want me?
Dude, you've been debating. See, I asked him. They actually don't know a lot about Jesus, these rabbis. They really don't. He's like, I've been debating Christians for 20 years and talking about, shitting on Christianity for 20 years. And then yet he didn't know that Jesus called the Goyim dogs. He's like, hey, Yeshua ain't so bad, actually. He's just like
Kira
me.
Christian
The
sent
Goyim are
$10
dogs.
on
Jesus
Rumble.
was right.
Dono train.
Thank you,
Thanks
Kira.
for all you do.
Thank you, Kira. He's like, I never knew Jesus called the Goyim dogs. He's not so bad after all.
To leave the children
Yeah, I'll do Grok Unhinged mode as co-host. Yeah, that'll be a disaster.
of God and to deal with dogs?
Yeah.
Now, between you and I, you're born, you're a Gentile, you probably have Christian values, you grew in this culture. When you go to a church and the priest is teaching the book of Matthew, right, or in Christian school, and they come to this paragraph that a non-Jewish woman begged JC for mercy on her daughter, she's sick, and he said to her, I didn't come to help the Gentiles, I only came for the Jews. And she said, anyway, help my daughter anyway.
Dude, the Goyim like dogs are so desperate for those rejected sloppy seconds Messiah and the scraps from the Jewish table, right? Yeah, first to the Jew and then to the Gentiles. Totally.
Not leave the children of God and deal with dogs. So she answered to him, but even the dogs eat the crumbs of their masters. Meaning, okay, you understand the point. You came for the Jews. You only care about the Jews. You don't care about anybody else, but throw me some crumbs. Yeah. I'm a human being, my dog.
Goyim bitches be begging for crumbs, says Macrometer. Yeah, maybe we need like an AI Jesus Goyim or dogs. Only came for the house of Israel. Goyim or dogs. Salvation is of the Jews. Some type of AI Jesus hit on that theme.
Daughter is suffering, help her.
They're the oracles of God.
Christian, if I was raised as a Christian and I come to a Christian school and the teacher will teach that in a class, that will be the end of my relationship with that religion. Because if the person that I idol and call him the Son of God or the Messiah, and in the book he's calling me a dog, or compare me to the Jews, that the Jews are everything and I'm a piece of animal, I wouldn't be able to worship such a person.
No, it's a Jew that was killed by Jews, so we should all follow him. A God that's Jewish that got killed by Jews and was meant to have dominion over the nations. What could go wrong?
So let's suppose a Noahide does all the laws, but he doesn't believe that Hashem is God. Maybe there's something out there like
I think that Lucas is still too much of an anti-Semite. I think he still needs to de-radicalize more, actually. He's not apologizing enough. He's not going Noahide enough. Maybe me and Lucas should do a Israel tour. We'll go do a tour of Israel. I want to do a book tour at the synagogues in Israel, promoting my book. A GoFundMe Israel trip, synagogue book tour. GoFundMe. Good idea. You guys like that idea? GoFundMe to fund a film crew to come and film me. I'm on my Yeshiva Jesus Deception book tour.
God. Is that a Noahide or not a Noahide for that person?
Not a kosher Noahide. He needs.
So that's the okay. That's the
Hold on, let's see the question again. I missed it.
So let's suppose a Noahide does all the laws, but he doesn't believe that Hashem is God. Maybe there's something out there like a God. Is that a Noahide or not a Noahide for that person?
Not a kosher Noahide.
See, there you go. Good question, Lucas. Pointing out they think pagans that are anti-Yahweh, even if we follow the 7 Noahide laws, but minus the first 2, but like the other. If we're good people, we don't steal, cheat, lie. We're good people otherwise, but don't believe in Yahweh, not a Noahide. You have to believe in the God of the Torah that chose them to be a Noahide. And Christians complaining about the 7 Noahide laws, like, you're for blasphemy too. You like blasphemy laws for Jesus. You want the same thing as the Jews. No idol worship, only Jewish Messiah, who is the Trinity and the God of Israel. But good question. Good question.
He needs.
So that's the okay. That's
He
the
violated one of the Noah.
First rule for Noahide, to recognize the God of the Torah as the God of heaven and earth, the creator of the world, that revives everyone, gives everyone oxygen to breathe and food to eat and wives and children and all of that. That's, first of all, to recognize who I owe my life to, who put my soul in my body as a Jew, as a non-Jew. I live here thanks to his mercy, thanks to his kindness. Everything I have is a free gift that he gives me. He puts me over here to be a righteous Jew or a righteous Gentile. That's my purpose in life. I should not kill. I should not steal. I should not be an idol worshiper. I should not eat animals unless they dead first, not to torture them and stuff like that. I should obey the court and the police in my country, the way we made constitution and all of that. And when a person not to commit sex crimes with the 7 closest relative, like brothers.
Yeah, I can see why Nick doesn't want to do a stream or a debate with Rabbi Mizrahi, because Nick lies and says that rabbis want you to be atheist. And that will ruin that talking point if he talks to Rabbi Mizrahi, because he hates atheists. He hates atheism. He's anti-evolution, and he wants you to be a Noahide and believe in the Bible.
Sister, mother.
I don't know how Nick got away with a lie that big. There's Jews on here glazing him like he knows all about Judaism, and he's getting something as foundational as that wrong.
No homosexuality, no intimacy with animals. And not to be a racist, not to hate people because of their nature or where they came from, and that's it. And when those Gentiles die, they go to heaven. They don't need to be Muslim. They don't need to be Christian. They don't need to be Hindus or Buddhist or thousands of other cults that came out after Judaism. None of that.
He thinks Buddhism was after Judaism. I don't know about that. Not sure about that one. Lucas was talking about Nick in his Mizrahi.
People now that I made anti-Semitic, by the way. There are some people I made them. They're worse than me. and they're calling me the traitor. They think I've betrayed everyone and taken the money. So it's almost like it's like karma. Yeah, it's like karma.
Is like, are you talking about like Nick Fuentes, like guys like that, like Tucker? Or...
No. I never talked to Tucker. I never talked to all these. I know Nick a little bit. We've been friends, not close friends, but we've been friendly with each other over the years. He doesn't hate Jewish people. If you watch his show, he doesn't hate them at all. He doesn't want to hurt them. He just fights against Jewish power. But these other people, I mean, a lot of these are anonymous people who attack me. They have no face, no name, cowards, and they just want to fight something in their mind. I understand why they feel betrayed, but they're not listening as to why that I've opened my mind. And I say I want to build bridges. That means I want to make a connection between Gentiles and Jews and have conversations like this. Doesn't mean I'm 100% completely convinced of everything. I'm still learning new things. I'm still learning.
Build bridges, bro. You think nobody's talked to Jews before but you? Well, his policy, he used to criticize me for having conversations and debates with Jews. He'd criticize me and go, I don't debate. What's the point of debating? Debating, I don't do debates. White Hebrew Israelites, if they were cool.
Jesus was white the whole time.
Hey, who are you guys?
Now, we're the white Hebrew Israelites. They've heard like the black Hebrew Israelites. We're kind of like the yin to their yang a little bit. Yeah, they think that the original Israelites were black people. We think that the original Israelites were actually white people. Jesus was white. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people they don't actually tell you are white. I mean, we have, Jesus, white. Buddha was white. The Prophet Muhammad was also white. I mean, there's all sorts of people that don't tell you are actually white the whole time.
Why should somebody join the white Hebrew Israelites?
I mean, like, do you want to go to Agartha or not? They're that simple.
I like your shirts.
Oh, thank you. We got the gallon of milk because we're white. Pumpkin spice candle of serenity, beer of fortitude, and the cracker because people call us that sometimes. Thank you, Yakub, for creating me. Thank you, Yakub, for creating me.
Who are these guys?
The black Hebrew Israelites, they say that all white people are devils. I feel like taking off my pants, showing them a real white devil. Ranks of Agartha. Bitch! Yo, shut the fuck up, Edomite. Hey, you want some cool?
Edomite.
Chuck.
Dude, I feel like these guys are only making a mockery of black Hebrew Israelites, and they don't seem that informed about Christian identity people. This is more of a making fun of black Hebrew Israelites, not necessarily Christian identity, it seems like. Yeah, I know it's a skit. Obviously, it's a skit, dude. Obviously, Jenna. But I'm saying there's no like Christian identity jokes.
It was too strong. Yeah, we also got laptop stickers. Go to whiteisraelites.com for 20% off the first week. Yakub is kind of the father of us all in a way.
Yakub. So good. So it's crazy that they're making a mockery of that, but there really is people online that do this, that think they're the real Israelites. Adamic race. That's good. Let's see this one. A lot of people were sharing this one to me. Prominent charismatic prophetess Katie Souza, Dinesh D'Souza, is claiming that she and her husband are childless after aliens visited her when she was young and implanted an interdimensional device into her body that stole and harvested her eggs. No way. This is the woman that we saw. She had like a book reading at some library, and then the Christians were coming up to her and like going into convulsions at the table. We'll look up her name and find it.
And just a reminder of,
she's my new favorite Christian, I think.
And just a reminder of, my testimony, which is going to bring in our content today, that I was visited when I was a young girl, and alien beings, implanted an interdimensional device in me that harvested my eggs over my lifetime. Because eggs, you get hundreds of thousands of eggs when you're born with hundreds of thousands of eggs if you're female, but they don't mature until you ovulate. So this device obviously was harvesting them right when they would mature, so that they could then try to work their work. And I have no idea how they do that, but to try to create a hybrid child, which they actually eventually did. And I saw it. I was shown it, and its name was Starburst.
Starburst. They extracted her eggs and made a hybrid child. The interdimensional demons. To think this woman, I'm pretty sure this woman's probably like a multimillionaire and has a huge Jesus grift going, where she's a prophet of God. By their fruits you shall know them. Hey, does a rotten roots produce healthy fruit? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's why my husband and I are childless right now.
Yeah.
And just a reminder of, my testimony, which is
That's
going to
amazing. That's amazing.
bring in our content today.
Like I said, these people that are like podcast stars and major influencers and e-celebs,
alien beings,
shilling this mental illness, like in the old days, they would be in mental
harvested my
institutions.
eggs.
The people, the inmates are running the asylum. Social media has like boosted the scum rises to the top of the pond, and it has risen to the top of social media, where these people that in the old days would have been in mental institutions, no, instead they're big e-celebs. Incredible. This is how Christians are fighting for the West.
Welcome in, my brothers in Christ! We won't bother when you rape, pillage, and steal! Deus Vult!
Whoa.
Welcome in, my...
This is from the meme they always share that looks like this. Oh, we're up against the atheists and the neo-pagans in Islam. Funny, no Jews here. You're like the shield. The Jews are inside. Jacob is inside the hut there, reading his Torah by the fire, and you're out guarding the Judeo foundation. Where are the Jews in this meme? Oh, they're inside. They're inside the hut by the warm fire, having a warm bowl of soup, while the Christians are outside fighting off all threats to the Torah, to Hashem. Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought I had a video I wanted to play for the book tour. I'll find it in a second. Oops. Demons, they walk among us, but not where you think.
Should people have fear of the demonic?
Yes, but I think the right kind of fear. The discourse.
See, fear the demonic, believe the Bible, and then have faith in Jesus. That's the way it works.
Of the demonic itself can be the devil's delight. And what I mean by that is that, so we're talking about aliens, and then we open up the category of maybe it's not aliens, maybe it's the demonic, and then there's sort of a cultural fascination with the category of the demonic. But you know where the demonic is? It's out there.
Yeah.
It's in the stars. It's in spaceships. It appears as sort
it's
of
fiction.
mutinous men. And even if it's not fiction, it's still out there. But you know where the demonic is?
Wait, demons is spaceships?
It's right here. And I was thinking, we have to conceive of it this way, I think, is the demonic is limited in its power. And so they are going to have to be very careful in how they use their resources, right? So while we sort of focus on this sort of the spectacular element of the demonic, where it's working most effectively is in getting mothers to see their children as parasites, where it's getting men and women to see each other as inherent enemies, where it's getting us to look at our own body and to feel revulsion to the point that we're willing to mutilate it. That is where the demonic is most active. And so the devil loves us talking about demons and spaceships.
Yeah.
Because meanwhile, back on planet Earth, he's tearing us apart.
Got to do some more podcasts about demons, guys. That's what we need. Like I always say, not enough people talking about the demon problem.
If you made it.
This Muslim dude, Muslim comedian, is making fun of Dan Bilzerian.
If you made it into Congress and took Randy Fine's chair, do you even know what you're gonna do as a? Do you know what your duties as a congressman?
Yeah, I mean, you got to go to D.C. You got to pass legislature.
Are you gonna
you
keep
vote on
this
things.
haircut?
What's that? Yeah, I'm gonna be the first guy in there with a mullet.
Are you gonna have a mullet? Are you gonna wear suits at least?
If I have to.
But okay, what will be your first decision?
I want to pass laws to hold politicians accountable for what they say.
No,
I think
could
that
you
if
imagine our Congress? It's like idiocracy level. We got mohawk mullets with extra small T-shirts and tiny board shorts, tiny tight board shorts in Congress. And he's got the bong behind him. He's just like, man, fuck Israel. I'm just gonna go in Congress and just be like, fuck Israel. We just got to like stand up and just be like, fuck Israel, dude.
knowingly lie to your constituents, there should be real criminal consequences for that.
If you made it into Congress.
Dude, we just got to like hold the liars accountable, man. That's it. Oh, here it is. Here. This is, I forgot. I'll just go on the yeshiva book tour, the synagogue book tour in Israel, and be like #1 bestseller in Judaism, in Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, in biographies of Judaism. Amazon bestseller in every Judaism religious category. Oh, where's the volume?
The Jesus Deception by Adam Green.
Endorsed by Rabbi Mizrahi. And Rabbi
Every
Reuben.
Yid and every Goy must read this. The Jesus Deception by Adam Green. #1 bestseller in Judaism. Hashem approves.
Hashem approves.
Every Yid.
All right. That's going to be it. Christians and Muslims should be the biggest fans of the Jews. Well, they are. They want to be chosen just like them. They believe in their prophecies and their patriarchs. By Adam Green.
And by the way, you should know one thing. Christians and Muslims should have been the biggest fan of the Jewish people, according to their religion. If you want to be a devoted Christian, if you really follow what's written in the evangelist book, Luke, Matthew, John, Mark, all these books,
Nate Live sent $10.
you have
A demon possessed me to donate. Save me, Jesus.
Thank you, Nate Live. And I saw you were on with Brandon Martinez. You do streams. I'll have to have you on sometime soon. We can... You can vent your outrage at the Russia shills on the stream instead of just in the chat. How's that sound? And I was trying to think of today, who was the guy that I had on? His account was called, like, I haven't seen him for so long. Western something. His name was like Fred or Jeff. I had him on. He's got some thick accent. I had him on to expose Russia stuff. I haven't seen it. Did he like leave or something? He said he was coming back, I thought. I hadn't seen that guy in a while. Did Putin get him? Did Putin take him out? Maybe.
to be a huge admirer of the Jewish people. Like in the book of Matthew 5, verse 17 to 19,
They got that folk guy
JC
too.
said to his followers, I did not come to contradict the Torah or any one of the commandments. Anyone who change one commandment of the Torah and will teach differently to others will be cursed by the kingdom of heaven. I did not come to change. All
Okay,
of
I
you
can't hear any more rabbi lecturing. Sorry. Hold on. Let's see this. This is only 50 seconds. I think this might be Lucas talking to.
Rabbi, anti-Semitism is the most illogical hatred, and at the end of the day, you know why Jews like us don't, get scared of anti-Semitism? Because it was all predicted in the Torah. Hashem said, when I scatter you, wherever I scatter you, you're going to be under, it kind of hinted to Islam and Christianity, the gods of wood and stone. And under those places you're going to be always trembling, always scared. You're not going to be, why? Because at the end of the day, this is anti-Semitism is a way of God uniting all the Jews. We fought with each other.
See, Christian Muslim anti-Semitism unites the Jews, keeps them separate, and keeps them following Hashem. Western Alliance resistance. There we go. Jeff. Got it. Maybe I'll find him on Twitter. If he's been tweeting all the time and Twitter just shadow bans him from my feed, even though I'm always liking and retweeting his stuff, that's really going to speak volumes.
We stop keeping the Torah.
Western
You know, and
It
Hashem
unites us. Yeah, I mean, when you see so many people hates us all over, then it unites us. We know we have to take care of each other. So that's God's
all the
way.
secular Jews woke up from all the anti-Semitism gone. People who had no Jewish identity, but now because of October 7th and all the anti-Semitism on social media, that's what's bringing them back to their Judaism. Rabbi.
Yep, there you go. See especially the low IQ anti-Semitism that's rooted in Abrahamic religions. They're all enabling each other and keeping each other codependents locked in this Judeo delusion, playing their different roles of Jacob, Esau, and Ishmael. I just found his ex. He hasn't tweeted since July 22nd. Where you been, dude? How Russia won the information war over the West. Russia won the propaganda war. Dude, I was just on with Rex yesterday talking to him about the relationship between Putin and Russia, Putin and Netanyahu and Chabad and Gog and Magog, and talking about the Russian agents everywhere. And then he interviews George Galloway today, literal Russian agent, works for Sputnik, Russia-funded media. And then Alex Jones on his show has on Victor Bout, the Russian arms dealer again. Just like, bruh, hello. He called George Galloway pro-West. Bruh. I don't even think he tweeted. He didn't tweet out that I was coming on the show either. He didn't put my name in the title of the show like he did for Galloway. Dude, not getting any love. No equal treatment. Insane. You know, I was wrong about Trump. I was right about Trump. I was right about the Zionists. Just like I'm right about the Russia question and I'm right about the Jesus question. We got to get those parts clipped up.
Anti-Semitism is the most illogical hatred, and at the end of
Speaking of Russia, let's see this from Ryan Morrow. Editor-in-chief of RT brags about an empire of covert projects to influence American opinion.
Do you think that she went to this economic forum and was given cash? Do you think that she's just doing it with an understanding that she thinks Russia will give her some bots towards her show? Like, what is actually the reason she's doing this?
So the thing I forgot to mention, the editor-in-chief of RT, who you just showed the tweet from, she's on record saying after RT, the state-controlled propaganda apparatus that was operating in the U.S., after it was shut down when Russia invaded Ukraine 2022, her immediate public reaction was, it doesn't matter because we have, quote, an empire of covert projects already set up to influence American public opinion. And who's like one of the top people, if not the top person that they amplify.
So it's just way more covert stuff beyond RT. RT itself, if it was just only RT, that would still be a huge deal. Like imagine if I worked for Israeli TV, Israel Today. If people worked for that and then like we called them Jewish agents or Israeli agents, and they'd be like, no, but the Russia RT people get a pass for some reason. We're at war with them, but they're not going to do ideological subversion and propaganda and active measures against us and try to do a propaganda war in the West to subvert the West. Of course they would. And we pointed out, and they're like, the whole network and sphere attacks you and gaslights you and blackballs you.
It's Candace Owens. So you have the person who openly brags about leading covert operations to influence American public opinion, saying, look at this great exclusive we got from Candace from a trip that she lied about through and through the entire time with this whole story.
Do you think that she went to this economic?
Okay, they have a whole new conspiracy today. They got some fake altered or AI created image that looks completely different. The dude looks like he's buff or something. They're all trying to claim like they cracked the case. They're ready to free Tyler Robinson. I'm not ready to get into. I made my own version here. He was actually roided out, fed, hybrid engineered with the hybrids, fallen angels, decoy. Does he have a Cash App? Bazillion. That's funny. Okay, all right, guys, we're gonna have do streams with Chad Champion, Tyler Hockley, but first, Basil with Bazillion Thought, the take seller, the top take seller in Sexlectics. I think that's the term he does. Media literacy, media market literacy. I don't know. He's got some spiel, some shtick and spiel. He's a gay Muslim also. Very, very unique guy. Amalek's here. He wants his Cash App. Okay. Whoa, Daywalker
sent $20 in the beginning of that Victor Bout movie, Lord of War. It shows his family pretending to be Jewish for the perks.
Huh. He's in a movie, or there's a movie about him, you're saying? Hold on. Am I quiet? All right, let's see. Makes sense why Dugan loves this guy. Kim.com that was just on with Tucker.
You need to understand one thing. The deep state has a big budget for keeping Russia and China surveilled. So if they have no longer the enemy of Russia.
Oh, how dare we don't survey our adversaries like they're not doing surveillance and spying on us, please. Yeah, Kim.com, I guess he got rich on Bitcoin. Is that what it is? Or Mega Media Upload, something like that, some sort of like WikiLeaks upload thing. And Dugan loves him. Dugan says Kim.com is the greatest, the best.
And China, the U.S. deep state loses 40% of the budget. So they need to keep Russia and China the eternal enemy to make money.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
make money. How does they're adversaries and we're competing and they want to build up bricks in the East and want to subvert the West and have a multipolar world. Like you think we don't know that? Our government doesn't know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So really a nuclear war is not in anybody's interest.
No.
Of course not.
Of course not.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Do you think that Europe, where you're from, you're obviously German, does Europe have a future as European?
If they make peace with Russia, yes. If they cut ties with the U.S., yes. If the U.S.
that sounds very Russia propaganda. That wants to cut Europe to cut ties with America and ally with Russia. Okay.
Keeps them as vassal states. They have no chance to survive. Yeah.
Do you believe Putin is secure?
Abandon America or you won't survive, Europe. Sounds like straight Dugan talking point. No wonder Dugan loves this guy.
Secure in his job?
Putin has over 80% approval rating in Russia. So I think he's pretty decent.
Oh, I'm sure that poll's legit. Yeah, I love the people that are skeptical of every poll and voting everywhere. But, Putin, everybody loves Putin. Trust me, Putin told you so. Putin ran a poll and Putin is very popular.
Safe, yeah.
He's pretty safe.
I think he had a stroke or something. Max Nordau did an edit. It's 1 minute edit. Kim.com tells Tucker everything that is going to happen in the world. Conveniently, every point is completely aligned with state propaganda from Russia, China, and Iran. Let's see.
You know, the war in Ukraine will be lost. The war in Iran will be lost.
They've been saying that for years. They said Putin will never invade. He doesn't want to invade. And then he invades and he goes, they're going to lose. There's compilations of Douglas McGregor I've seen saying, Ukraine is 2 weeks away from being absolutely destroyed. It's so over. Russia is completely dominating on every front. And it's just still going on. They're bullshitters. And then they did the same thing they tried with Iran also.
USA will go into a big depression because of the debt. I think financially the world is heading into turmoil. So Russia will win against Ukraine, and I don't think there will be a settlement. Iran will win because the US has no weapons and no army to invade. I don't trust them.
Yeah, but we don't want to invade also.
I don't trust them because they are able to be manipulated. Yeah, waiting for the right time to use them. I think Donald Trump is a big liar. So anything he says, he just said to become president.
Well, that's just a blatant fact.
I wouldn't believe a word he says. He's the biggest liar in the world.
True.
The US deep state loses 40% of the budget. So they need to keep Russia and China the eternal enemy to make money. Maybe if I'm extradited to the US, I will die in a nuclear holocaust. I think.
He thinks America is going to be destroyed in a nuclear holocaust? That's what he wants?
If I'm extradited to the US, I will die in a nuclear holocaust. I think.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see Rick Wiles from a few years ago from True News, based anti-Zionist pastor. What does he have to say about Russia here?
Shift to multipolar world irreversible.
Right.
And
So
Xi Jinping is correct on this. There's a shift and it can't be stopped. And the West has brought this.
Yeah, the evil Nazi Edom is going to be destroyed. That's what they want. That's what they're a part of. I explained it to Rex yesterday, too, like the Russia propaganda line about the evil, satanic, demonic, antichrist West, led by Satanists, is going to be destroyed by the good Muslims in Iran and the base trad real Christians in Russia. And that's completely aligns with the Kabbalah rabbis that say that the West is Edom and satanic and Nazi and persecuted the Jews always. You don't get to say that. That can't be your talking point. You can't be Alex Jones on RT 10 years ago calling for a multipolar world and claim to be America first. Tucker, same thing. You're not America first if you're advocating in the interest of foreign adversaries.
Onto themselves because of their arrogance. It's over. The Western New World Order is over. A new world order has started this year. It has started this year. And we aren't in it.
You've got it.
In it. We're not in it. And when I say we, I'm talking about the United States and Europe. We're not in the New World Order. Now the scales are going to change. And it's the United States and Europe that's going to be in the secondary position for the at least next 100 years.
I love this music. It sounds just like the rabbis who say Edom must fall for Jerusalem and Israel to rise up. Funny how that aligns perfectly with this Duganist multipolarity agenda. Hey, and while we're mentioning multipolarity, you know what comes to mind? So disappointed to see Rebecca Blonde involved with multipolar, what is it? End of American hegemony conferences with Arctos Duganists. Come on, did I thought she saw all of the anti-white Dugan talking points, yet she's still promoting multipolar stuff.
I think it's a 500-year cycle.
Not good to see.
Where the East will rule the West for 500 years. Life in the United States is going to change, and it's going to remain changed for hundreds of years if Christ does not come back. we have forfeited our right to lead the world because we're no longer the leader of the world, we're the bully of the world. Do you hate and despise
See,
this regime?
The West is the source of all evil. Evil British Columbia. They're behind Israel. They're all occult, sacred, fallen angel, Hyperborean Nazis, some shit.
Regime of globalists, these Satanists.
See?
Do you hate and
Satanist.
despise them enough and know that they're
Satanist
dangerous?
West. Oh, the evil satanic Baal West. Meanwhile, it's led by Judeo-Christians that worship Yahweh. Actually, is what it is.
To humanity. That you would be willing to say to Almighty God, do whatever you have to do, God. Even if it means all of us in America get vaporized by Russian nukes. Do whatever you have to do.
Fuck you. This guy should be in jail. Fuck you, Rick. What are you talking about? Please, God, vaporize America by Russian nukes. Please, Putin, nuke America. Dude, that's the most traitorous, disgusting, disgraceful type of propaganda I've...
Whatever you have to do, God. That you would be willing.
Oh, God, bring your wrath upon the West and the satanic Edom. Oh, like Sodom and Gomorrah, the abortions, the freedom of sexuality. Oh, it's so evil. Please, God, vaporize the West. Please, Putin, nuke the West. Crazy.
This regime of globalists, these Satanists. Do you hate and despise them enough and know that they're dangerous to humanity? That you would be willing to say to Almighty God, do whatever you have to do, God. Even if it means all of us in America get vaporized by Russian nukes. Do whatever you have to do to stop this insanity for the sake of the human race. Because I'm telling you, that's where I think this is going. I really believe this is where we're at, Doc.
Funny how the Eastern Orthodox guys do the same thing. They go, oh, the prophecies say that the West isn't around in the end times. Oh, the West is so satanic and evil and Schofield Bible, it's going to be destroyed by God. You don't got to save the American empire. Empires come and go, but the church, the Eastern church, will last forever and is all that matters. This is your brain on Christ, yeah. I've been looking and looking. Maybe Nate Live has the clip or Amala can help me find it. There was a clip of Harrison Smith. Alex Jones does this same thing too, calling for America to be nuked by God. And then Harrison Smith says the same thing. The other girl that used to work for Rick at True News, the blonde one that did the drug stuff, Lauren Witzke, she calls for Putin to nuke the West also.
That the only way to stop it is for God to burn it off the earth. Just burn it off. I don't know another way to stop it. I don't know another way for it to end other than Almighty God incinerate the wicked people that run the West. And that's going to end our lives. We're all going to lose our lives on this earth because of them. You ought to be angry and mad and furious that these people are bringing destruction on our nation. That the entire people.
So because Putin invaded Ukraine, he wants Putin to nuke the West for God's justice. Burn it all, Lord.
Will be vaporized in order to eliminate their madness on the planet. And Putin said it. America is headed to a spiritual catastrophe.
Yes.
And Putin says, "Oh, it's ran by Satanists and cannibals and stuff." And Dugan says it's Baal and it's satanic. Kabbalah rabbis say the same thing. Edom, God's wrath on Edom. That's crazy. I hadn't watched that yet. Insane. The music makes it ultra crazy too. Dude, I bet you Doomer Nat would totally jerk off to that clip. I got to get that saved.
Russia is the great proponent of family values. They don't have any kids. They're the great proponent of Christianity. None of them self-identify as being Christian. Russia is a far more secular culture than the United States. They're the great champions of art and beauty. Russia is not producing anything of worth or note in the world in my lifetime. They're the great champions of productivity. Their GDP is a fraction of our GDP. They're the great promoters of peace. They've started a war that's had over 1 million casualties just in the last 5 years. They may or may not succeed at destroying Ukraine. They may or may not succeed at holding the Donbass or Crimea or something, but they're not going to obtain any actual objective that was worth 1 million of their sons or anything like it. What is it that we're supposed to see in Russia? What actual proof is there that any of their angle on any of this actually works, that it can bear fruit? Russia is the great proponent of family values. They don't have any kids. They're the great
This whole narrative about how they're all trad and stuff, like there's not alcoholism and prostitution and corruption and degeneracy and all types of stuff in Russia. Oh, they're KGB, real ortho bro Christianity, and Chabad has all the influence there amongst the Jewish community. Totally based, right, Rick Wiles? Dude, it's killing me. I'm looking for these clips that I know I have, and I'm just not finding them right now. The Harrison Smith one, I don't know. But
young American men were looking for alpha male role models to lead a country, and there weren't any. We had Obama. Doing this with Raul Castro later on. I mean, this was our president. And there was nobody in Europe. There was no one in the world. But there was this guy coming out of Russia who could, ride tigers and go around shirtless and do all these great things. And he was wearing a cross. That was kind of cool to a lot of people. If we only had a leader like that, maybe this guy offers us something new against this Euro sissy wokeness and all this other crap that's being shoved down our throats. And he was talking about family, and he was talking about tradition, and he was talking about rejuvenation of the faith. And that inspired a lot of young, especially young men in America who were looking for a leader like that. Well, then along comes Donald Trump. That satisfied that yearning for a real alpha male leader, and he was not Putin. So most of the people broke away from that. But some of them who had discovered Dugin by that time got into that ideology and pushed it and never let go of it. Some of the guys who flirted with it at the time later on realized, well, this is messed up. I'm out of here. But that appeal for Russia today, it's still there because we see all the problems among us. We can feel pessimistic about our future.
Yeah, of course.
But someplace that's over there that's hard to get to, that has this mystery and this mysticism and this sort of undefinable attractiveness to it. Once you look at certain parts of it, all historic, you think, wow, there might be some hope there.
Weak sauce. Oh, let's check out the latest Iranian Lego video.
Stinky Donnie, back in your diaper, shit yourself again. Whole room gagging, little man stinking, bad boy, you need that spanking. Who's the boss? It ain't the vote. Who's the boss? Follow the note. 8-pack, 50 states to Tel Aviv, no cash, no quote. BB never paid a dime, he just squeezed the throat. United slaves of the Holy Land, merge the forces like Bibi planned. Now your general salute a foreign command, and the Senate says relax, it's fine, it's planned. Fine. No war ever fought for your own gate. Always somebody else's hate. Free America, the people chanted loud. Cut the strings, burn the foreign shroud. 3 in the morning, he's posting cartoons of himself, a king in the Cape, man. That's a cry for help, delete it, gone. Whenever released, the files trends to its peak. The loudest mouth alive goes suddenly meek. BB pulls the string and the puppets rehearse. Vance, Rubio, Hexith all lined up to serve. Say G, he grins at the lens like he owns the whole turf. United Slaves of Israel printed on a shirt. Stinky Donnie, back in your diaper, shit yourself again. Whole room gagging, little man stinking, bad boy, you need that spanking. 2 old men, same stink, same same disease. One holds the leash, one drops to his knees. A wanted man is handing your officers commands. He belongs in the cell next to the one with bloody hands. War criminals say the real word. They killed the kids killed. Janu said complicated and kept the lid. They keep saying Iran 2 weeks from the bomb. Now your own people screaming, build it, stay strong. They ain't screaming for another front. They're screaming, free us from the stunt. They want the schools, the beds, the pay, not another Bibi holiday. Who's the boss? It ain't the vote. Who's the boss? Follow the note. APAC, 50 states to Tel Aviv, no cash, no quote. Bibi never paid a dime, he just squeezed the throat.
Wait. Was that a ball?
Follow the note. APAC, 50 states to Tel Aviv, no cash, no quote. Bibi never.
He did give him the key. This is funny. Look at they got the shofars. The little Lego rabbis. Trump did a third temple. Trump did give him the keys to the country.
Paid a dime, he just squeezed.
Yeah, ball. Still just can't name Yahweh. They're never gonna win, and I know they just shouldn't be taken seriously if they just can't even admit that they worship Yahweh. This ball stuff, anything ball coded is as kosher as it gets. That's why 10 years ago, the only guy kvetching about Baal was Rabbi Jonathan Cahn.
The throat.
Let's see. I'm gonna do the Charlie Kirk segment last. Oh, let's see this. Bible grift is good. It makes him lots and lots of money.
My storytelling. But of course, it's not your story. But do you think it is appropriate? I mean, you must since you're doing it. But you understand what I mean in asking, do you think it's appropriate to take the story of Jesus,
This is our main problem,
embellish it with things that are not in the Gospels, and be forced into a position of your own choosing where you have to invent dialogue, personalities, behaviors, interactions, and put them on the lips and behaviors of some of the most important people for Christians who ever walked the face of the earth?
Yeah, I mean, there's many people who would answer no, they would say, right? And you can find many YouTube videos and sermons from people saying he should not be doing this. Obviously, I believe it's appropriate. If I'm 6 seasons into this thing, if by this point I didn't, it would be a problem.
It would suck if you suddenly thought it wouldn't. You know, you get to like season 7 and you're like, you know what, guys, I'm not so sure about this.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of people, including employees, whose livelihoods would be dramatically impacted if I suddenly had a crisis of confidence in my decision that I made 8 years ago. The reason I believe it's appropriate is because I don't believe I'm violating the character and intentions of Jesus in the Gospels, which it's a phrase that I use often because I think that
This is the guy that produces or directs the Chosen series, I believe.
By the very nature of the show, and we even say before the first episode, there's this disclaimer of sorts that just acknowledges and makes it clear. I'm adding things to the story that aren't there. The most common question that I get that's maybe different from yours slightly is, well, you're adding to the Bible. That's usually how the question is.
Hey, look at this. 4 years ago, the fake America First Trump shills are cheering on Christian Putin to destroy the satanic West. See, all the people that said, oh, Putin, Trump's the best, get him in 2024, 2020, they all supported Trump all this time. And now they're the same ones that are anti-Trump, still not admitting, like, you need to listen. Some of us figured it out, what's going on, and didn't get duped by Trump for 10 years. The fake America First Trump shills are cheering on quote-unquote Christian Putin to destroy the quote-unquote satanic West. They're supporting the end times plan to destroy Edom.
Is it okay to add to the Bible? That's where I strongly push back and say I'm not adding to the Bible because, as my co-writer Tyler often says as well, if you go to Barnes & Noble right now and find a Bible and open it, you're not going to see Rhema, you're not going to see Atticus, you're not going to see Jesus saying some of the things that are in the Chosen. The Bible has not changed since the Chosen started. So,
look at this old one, too. Top Christian QAnon propagandists say Putin in China nuking D.C., the Vatican, and London would be entertaining. This is the type of Christian-controlled op, QAnon, trust the plan, kosher conspiracy type of rhetoric you hear all the time. Look, another lion, too. They all love their lions, don't they? They're lion of the tribe of Judah, their Messiah animal, spirit animal.
what do you think about, and I have some screens if you wanted to see the post, but we were talking about earlier today, the potential of this nuclear, what Putin is coming out saying about the nuclear threat, that's possibly the scare event.
Well, we've been waiting for this for a long time.
Do you think that might be it?
Look, I said over a year ago, if they nuked either Washington, D.C., the Vatican, or Buckingham Palace, and the City of London, it would be entertaining. But we've been waiting for this because we knew something was going to happen. And
it'd be entertaining if Russia nuked the West. That's what they've been promoting.
With Vladimir Putin, he's nobody's fool. He will stand up for what he believes in.
Right.
And I think
he's been bullied too much. With them taking all.
We won't allow him to invade and annex Ukraine, so he should nuke us because of Drag Queen Story Hour. We deserve all of the West nuked because of Drag Queen Story Hour, because of Epstein's beef jerky and ball bank accounts.
This Donbass province away. He's like, they're coming back to Russia. They want to come back. They're coming back. And if you play with me, then I've got nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
So he's got to say, he can't be like, oh, would you mind? Would you please? Do you want, is it okay with you? No. Like what Biden was like, oh, I'm so glad you listened to me today. Oh, yeah. So what do you think about, and I have some screens if you wanted to see the post, but we were talking about earlier today, the potential of this nuclear, what Putin is coming out saying about the nuclear threat, that's possibly the scare event.
Well, we've been waiting for this for a long time.
Do you think that might be it?
Look, I said over a year ago, if they nuked either Washington, D.C., the Vatican, or Buckingham Palace, and the City of London, it would be entertaining.
Entertaining.
The whole adding to scripture thing, I'm not worried about because we're not scripture. So is it appropriate to add things to the story? I believe that it is, because I do believe that the viewer knows the difference. I also believe I'm not inventing a character flaw or a contradiction to Jesus's character or intentions and the character and intentions of the Gospels. So that's where I would have a problem.
Wilhelm Mate sent $5 on Rumble. That's, I guess, why they get called Christ Gucks every time they fall for the share aid, because they haven't escaped the losing game. They choose for destruction because they refuse tribe up.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't know what it'll take for them to get it.
If another filmmaker did a Jesus project and was trying to explore new ways of interpreting Jesus that haven't been explored before. So I'm going to portray Jesus doing something. I'm going to show him sinning. I'm going to show him doing, it's hard to think of an example. I personally would find that inappropriate, but I'm not I tend to be fairly libertarian in my approach to things. I'm like, well, that's their choice and I don't have to watch it and people can watch it or not watch it. So I'm comfortable with it. I know some people aren't. I think the viewers are. I think that what has caused it to work is that the Catholics describe it as a kind of a holy imagination. I'm a Protestant, so I don't really usually think in those terms, but I just go, yeah, I am like anyone else has.
Okay, I'm not hearing so much about a grift in this clip, to be honest. Anti-pagan posting is a coping mechanism that gives e-Catholics a sense of power that they lack in real life, since their church today is just another leftist organization participating in the destruction of their countries. It is an outlet that allows for an illusion of baseness contrary to reality. Not healthy, in my opinion. Real kalos will pray for you. Defaced pagan god. Oh, they deleted it. That's funny. It's probably getting so much hate because they're celebrating carving crosses in pagan statues. They deleted it. Good. They were all seething about Headless Giants post. Look at this. They were losing it. Oh, AI is Disney. Your character's owned by Marvel. Oh, your gods are Disney characters. Oh, you should be like your ancestors and just convert to Christianity. 14,000 likes. Meanwhile, these guys tried any of their racism or anti-Semitism in their church, they'd be thrown out instantly. Your God is owned by Marvel, bro. 12,000 likes. Their favorite cope. Your God is a mythical Jew, dude. Cope about it. You want to be a spiritual, inward, circumcised Jew, dude. Mark Collette debated some Christian guy over ethno-nationalism versus Christian nationalism. And this was a big viral highlight that was going around.
Who would you rather your daughter marry? A white pagan from England, or would you prefer it if she wed a black Christian from the Democratic Republic of Congo?
Okay, thank you, Mark. Now will be an open discussion. So, Bob, if you can start us off, if you want to respond to anything Mark's just said there, go for it.
Yeah, just to answer the question, I would rather my daughter marry a black Christian from the Congo than an English pagan. Absolutely, I would.
Who would you rather your daughter marry? A white pagan from England?
We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Let's see from Stu.
There is a sickness that's...
I can't listen to Stu. What is this?
Наша миссия, чтобы были люди кроме нас. И поэтому вопрос, будут ли существовать другие народы во времена Машеха, ответ какой? Да, безусловно, да. Слово «мицва» — это изложение воли...
Dude, this guy looks like a freaking monkey, dude. I'm not being racist. I believe in evolution. We all look a little monkey-ish, but this guy especially looks like a species of monkey. Different forest monkey.
Создателя, который создал мир, разживляет мир, который хочет в этом мире, в нижнем из всех миров, в материальном мире обитать. Все это для того, чтобы он мог обитать. Нужен третий храм. Когда будет третий храм? Когда будет Машех? Почему нет Машеха? Мы еще не сделали 2800 рабов для каждого еврея. Мы не выполнили свою миссию. Есть пророчество. За каждую нить цицит будут держаться 10 человек из 70 народов. Есть 4 кисти, 2800. Лыхаем. Естественно, другие народы будут.
I'm starting to maybe get a little bit of a flu or a cold and a sore throat. I can't read all that shit. Let's see some of these posts. Rabbi Mizrahi went to Iceland. I want to go to Iceland so bad. One day. Hopefully one day. And it's sad descent into an abyss of anti-Semitic hell, says Shmuley.
Hi, everyone. I've been coming to Iceland for almost 30 years because you all know I love nature, glaciers, rivers, and this country has it in aplenty. It's like a miniature Alaska. I cannot believe what this country has turned into. I have now experienced multiple attacks, including a physical assault tonight, this time in Reykjavik. The amazing thing about it is not only how much Jews are now hated in Iceland, again, a country that I've been coming to for 30 years and where I used to speak constantly, and I was the first speaker when the Chabad opened for Shabbos. I spoke there for Rabbi Avi Feldman, etc., when they first opened. But it's Pride Week. Everywhere you look is pride flags. So let's get this straight. In a bar that is completely decked out and covered in pride colors and pride flags, I'm passing it in a moment, because I now need to fear for my very safety, okay? This one right over here, it's called 22. Completely decked out in pride colors and flags. I was literally assaulted, and the guy grabbed my phone, tried to smash it, and I was the one escorted out as I was surrounded by a group of people telling me about fucking Israel and said that I'm a fucking IDF soldier. By the way, I'm 59 years old and I'm 5'5". I don't exactly qualify for Israeli Special Forces, but be that as it may.
5'5", rough.
This is the second time.
It's no wonder they thought the Philistines were giants, a bunch of 5'5" little Jewish dudes.
In 3 days that I've been attacked.
Dude, he really is like a bridge troll. 5'5", like character out of the ring.
It pains me to say that a country that I love so much.
Curse.
I was here on the 25th of June, 2009 when Michael Jackson died. I did tens of interviews live from Iceland because of my close relationship with Michael.
Sounds terrible. Let's see some of these incidents.
This man is assaulting me! This man is assaulting me! This man is assaulting me! Call the police. Please call the police.
Dude,
on
Smashing
him. He
Pumpkins
assaulted
looks
me.
pissed.
You must call the police, please. He attacked me 3 times. He attacked me 3 times.
Dude, cool bar you're hanging out in there, bro. What's with all these rainbow flags? Is this a gay bar? What's with the sparkly shirt, dude? Is this some gay? Dude, how the Vikings have fallen. Earrings, sparkly shirt, gay flags. Dude.
He attacked me 3 times. Please call the police. Fuck Israel. Fuck Israel.
Hey, account that's fighting with everybody in there, FDSGFDS, your bullshit screen name. If you don't stop, I'm going to ban you, all right? So cut it out.
He assaulted me. We're going to take him out too. Don't worry.
It was Pride Week. Dude, this is not what... If I imagined Iceland girls, this is not what I had in mind. Is this the contestant for Miss Iceland now these days?
We're gonna call the police on everybody. Can you please get that flashlight out of my face?
Nobody feels safe with this.
Just relax. He cannot assault me as an American citizen.
Nobody can assault.
He assaulted me.
Nobody can assault.
He attacked me.
Nobody assaulted you.
Dude, he says that about everybody.
I'm not welcome where? Here where? Do you own the bar?
You're not welcome here.
I can't believe this is allowed.
Wait, hold on. Also, what's Shmuley doing in a gay bar? In Pride Week. He's like, I just like the music. I just want to dance to the techno music. The tolerant left, yeah. They're like, you're a white supremacist. Get out of here, you white supremacist bigot. Dude, how many videos did you do kvetching about Iceland, bro? Let's see. Here's the other one.
You said to my Rashuli, you said that you are a big fan. You lied through your teeth, and then you said, fuck Israel.
He tricked you? You got trolled? Funny.
You want me to tell the world?
Who even thinks that way,
You want me to tell the
who
world?
even thinks that a way to do things?
Oh, is he handing out cards and gift cards for his kosher sex store? Kosher sex books? Maybe. He had a booth. He had a booth promoting his sex shop.
You want me to tell the world?
Who even thinks that a way to do things?
You want me to tell the world? Fuck
That's right.
Israel. Fuck
Say it.
Israel.
Say it. Say it.
Fuck
You do
Israel.
it. No, let him say it.
Yeah.
Fuck Israel. Trying to harass. What about? Wait.
How
What
many
about?
times do you
No.
wanna hear it? How
Say
many
what you
times do you wanna hear
said.
it?
Fuck Israel.
How
What
many
else?
times?
What
Fuck
else?
Israel.
Okay,
Fuck
say it
Israel.
again.
Fuck
Say it
the
again.
genocide going on.
Say it
Fuck.
again.
I will.
Nothing to do with that, and you know it.
History will not favor the genocide that you are behind. All right.
Okay, so let me wait. So let me ask you one question. Wait. Mandy.
Yeah, total calmeopsis. I've never seen you here before, but he kicked out of 109 gay bars. Yeah, 110 gay bars for Rabbi Shmuley.
You're a brave man who's prepared to say fuck Israel.
I know.
Okay, so
Yes.
So my name's Rabbi
Is this guy
Shmuley.
gay too?
I know who you are. I know who you are.
What's your
I'm
name?
getting gay
My name is
vibes.
Samuel.
Samuel what?
That doesn't matter, man.
Oh, suddenly you're not. Suddenly you're a coward.
I'm not comfortable.
Why don't
with,
you
I'm not,
be?
no, I'm
Why
not
don't you and your girlfriend be very brave
straight.
and tell us what your names are?
Oh, let's see her.
You came over, harassed us, attacked us.
I'm sorry,
I just
but-
want to know who you are.
No.
I think it's fair. I think it's very fair to find out who you are.
Let me tell you right now.
No. You and your girlfriend said that Israel should be fighting. Now she's hiding her face. Be brave. Here's my face.
Yes,
I'm not afraid.
I'm telling you.
I
she
work
has
early.
nothing
I'm
to
a
do with
girl.
it.
Move the
Okay.
camera back. Shmuley, too close.
Don't push
Walk
the
away
picture.
from me or I'll call the police on you.
don't push
I'll
the
tell the
picture.
police what happened.
Dude, this is his idea of how anti-Semitic it is. Whipping out his phone, and it's like, sorry, dude, but when you're like a big, vocal, out and out Jewish proponent of Israel, and they're killing lots of people in a war, like people are, especially leftists, are gonna be mad about it and maybe say something. Doesn't mean you get to pull your phone out and follow them and harass them and try to get their name and ruin their lives. It's like he goes over there to try to provoke and incite. You know it. Yeah, aggressively Jewish. He's probably wearing a flag of Israel or shouting out pro-Israel stuff, and then somebody responds, and then he plays the victim. That's his whole shtick.
I'll tell the police what happened. I'll tell the police what happened.
Yeah, he's so afraid and they're so dangerous, but he's like always antagonizing them as much as he can. Yo, look who's here. Isleb in the house. Red Ice. Henrik, I'm assuming. What's up, Henrik? We got a request to have you back on the stream soon. We got to set something up. He says Shmuley is going around provoking whites and trying to ID them so Palantir can populate their kill list databases. Dude, they're already on Project Pogo and Zephyr, dude. Come on. Goldberg exposed this years ago. They're all tagged and tracked by Mossad. Extermination plan.
Okay. What do you mean she has nothing to do with it?
We have freedom of speech.
You do.
Yeah.
We have freedom of speech.
Dude, Shmuley is such a victim right now. Such a victim.
Fuck Israel. I will say fuck Israel the whole day. This is my country. Welcome to my country. Ekki áhugjur. Welcome to Iceland. What?
Welcome to Iceland, but fuck the Jews.
Yeah. No, I never said that. I never said that.
This was a Jewish state.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Walking up to
Don't
Jewish
put
tourists.
words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth.
Saying that you're a huge fan of him. Why are you ashamed? Why are you upset? Why are you ashamed?
Because she has no.
You're right. Shmuley is high on victimhood. He's addicted to being the persecuted victim. It's his grift. Then he runs to social media and films the poor me little vlogs and tries to raise money. Attention whore, yeah.
To do with it.
Why did you pull her into it?
You guys like the mullet?
Why did you pull her into it? What do you mean she has nothing to do with it? Then let her walk away from you and say, I don't endorse fucking the Jews.
He didn't say Jews, dude. Stop doing that. Dude, he didn't say Jews. He said Israel. And then you said fuck the Jews. And he said, no, I didn't. I said fuck Israel. Then he still keeps saying you're saying fuck the Jews. That's not totally bad faith at all. Total straw man. Do you guys like the mullet look? I think I might need a mullet. Henrik, you rock a mullet sometime, don't you? If Henrik's still here. I think I could pull it off. What do you guys think? Dude, should we mullet it? We got the fake mullet. Do we just need to go real mullet? Hold on. How wigger do we want to go with it? Who's the white rapper? The white rapper that has a hair like this? Whoa. There's our Targaryen bowl cut maxing. There's Theo Vaughn. Dude, the curls in the back. Business in the front, party in the back. Dude, that one right there. I'm just going to take this in and show my barber and say, give me this right there. Kira, do you approve? Kira, maybe I need to fly you out and you could be my barber. Can you do this? The jelly roll? Mullets are making a comeback. I know, I'm inspired by I'll look like the white Dan Bilzerian. Thor Vaughn, not Theo Vaughn. Thor Vaughn, yeah. Riff Raff. Yeah, Riff Raff brought it back. That's a lice haircut. Yep. We're going to do it.
We're in the city of Akureyri. I was on a call. This man came over and said, I'm a fan of yours. Then he said, fuck Israel. We did nothing to bother him. You know, in my country, the United States of America, you would have been welcomed warmly. No one would say that to you. How embarrassing for Iceland that you represent it. How embarrassing. I can't wait for all my American citizens to see how tourists are treated.
What the fuck are they going to do?
What
the fuck are they going to do? Nothing.
Dude, I love how this has 27,000 likes of everybody laughing at this guy mogging Shmuley.
Come here. I know a lot of Americans. They're very cool guys.
Mm-hmm. He's got a massive ski jacket while the locals are in t-shirts. That's funny. Whoa, there's the troll. There's the troll I was talking about. Dude, that's rough.
Excuse me, officer. This man is attacking me. It's a hate crime. He's threatening me. Harassed me. He already called us fucking Jews upstairs.
I should do with dreadlocks. Oh, I did do it with dreadlocks in the Bob Marley one.
Excuse me, officer. This man is attacking me.
This makes me want to go even more. Shmuley had a meltdown.
As I depart Iceland, and as I stand right in front of the government house, and
look, 34 likes, 20,000 views, 34 likes. Only retweets people talking trash about you.
as I depart Iceland, and as I stand right in front of the government house, and Iceland only achieved its full independence as a state in 1918. At the end of the First World War, I reflect on my many visits here, maybe 10, and how much the country has changed. When I first started coming here, just to see its natural beauty, geysers, the volcanoes, glaciers, the ice fields, it was a place of magical beauty. People couldn't have been nicer.
Kira Kirsten sent $5 on Rumble.
Here's
I'm
the house barber.
Battle Sep 21st. I entered with a mullet. 5K prize and the belt. Lol. I'd be honored to cut your mully.
Dude, award-winning mullet. I would trust, if you won the award first place for mullet, I would definitely trust you to give me a mullet, Kira. Do you have tattoos though? Because I only trust women barbers with armband tattoos, with arm sleeves. I think you do, so you're probably legit. Let me know. That's the criteria. Can you do beards too? Are you good at beards? Could you give me a good Viking beard? It's getting a little long. I need to trim it up.
Now to see, 30 years later, even after it had an Israeli first lady who was extremely popular, Dorit Messiah, from 2003 to 2016.
They had an Israeli first lady in Viking? Dude, the Jews conquered Viking? Iceland?
I cannot
Ancestors
help but
cry.
Two, people recognize me easily. Where I go.
Where does he get his money to travel the world? From his anti-Semitism grifting and his books. He's got a new book out called Kosher Sex for Anti-Semites. He's got Kosher Jesus. He's got Kosher Sex. He's got a bunch of other books. He used to be promoted by Michael Jackson and Oprah. So he's got that publishing money.
Didn't say anything mean. I cannot help but reflect on the sadness that I feel.
Dude, I want to be in Iceland feeling Iceland rain and wind.
Wonder such majesty.
So bad.
Has turned so many into such
Okay, I can't hear the sob story anymore. How many of these is he going to do?
Welcome, everybody, to an absolutely amazing place. This is called the Bridge Between the Continents. You can't make this up. This little bridge actually connects Europe to North America. Right under, this is the Eurasian plate. This is Europe, Asia. It's the most densely populated area in the world. China, the European mainland, the Middle East. It's all here, this side.
In between Iceland is the tectonic plate.
This little divide, that is North America. So that's America, baby.
I wouldn't want to be on this bridge when there's an earthquake.
Canada, 51st state. Mexico, great country. South America, all there. Okay. Now,
Tucker sat down with Hunter Biden. There was one of these timestamps I wanted to look at. What was it? Hunter's relationship with God. He's blaming the laptop story on Israel, apparently, too. Let's see. Yeah. Let's hear the God part. God.
Need to be authentic about everything, though, and also the ways in which I can do it, in which I hopefully can put food on the table.
Last question is about faith. How has this affected how you feel about God and changed?
Kira, you're a Diagolon barber? You do, you do Jeremy's hair too. Wow. Dude, you're just like the hairstylist of the dissident media stars. How about that? Wow.
Your relationship.
I don't know whether I would say that it's changed, but it is deep in my in belief in whether you want to call it, I do, as God, is the absolute certainty of this. There is literally, in both the theological, but also metaphysical sense, no distance between me and you or anyone. We are all literally connected. And that connection,
deep, bro,
that universal connection to everything
what if
is
we're
what
like all one, dude? The oversoul, the collective consciousness soul, dude. Deep, deep, Hunter.
refer to as God, is us realizing that all of our fear is a delusion, is being separated. It's all the idea. And so my faith is in the fact that I know that that there is not a that there's not a sentient being that is not that literally is me. And I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I truly believe that there are
we're all one, bro.
There has been a
bro. What are these?
A real thing in my life that has saved me time and time and time.
Yeah, that real thing also lets you be a crackhead for years and years and years.
Again. And that has taught me hard lessons. And that I believe that I cannot explain by other than what I choose to call God.
No question.
Hey, I'll take it. At least he's not shilling Jesus so far. At least he's not saying the Bible and spiritual Jewish and Jesus saves him. I'll take this. This is better.
What about that? And we do get glimpses of the connection between people, all people. I think that's what we refer to as a transcendent moment, when we like rise above all the things we're concerned with and sort of look down just for a split second. But this happens to people throughout life, and you're like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
You know, people are really connected to each other in a real way.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you
does he have plugs? How does he have such good hairline and his dad is completely bald? His dad was total bald when he was his age. Red Ice says the boomer cringe is killing me. No, dude, you're not joining the new party with MTG and Tucker and Massey and this guy and Candace. Come on, dude, the third party. Aren't you tired of the two-party system, bruh? 100% hair plugs. Yeah, for sure.
Start to get honest with yourself. Like really, really get honest with yourself. I'm not talking about everybody has to go through what I went through to be able to get honest with themselves. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But, you know, I think that there are spiritual practices that I did not either have the courage or the patience to endure. You know, I say, like, it's not like I was moving to Rishikesh to sit in a cave and meditate for 7 years. Instead, what I got is a trial by fire.
Crack is actually a hair growth.
And like I said, the complete eradication of an ego, not by courage or conviction on my part, but by necessary.
Dude, I can't handle
choice to
anymore.
survive.
Jesus, this is the worst podcast I've ever seen. All right, dude, I'm gonna skip this. There's so much like tabs I have of like black crime and black attacks. I'm gonna do it like a whole big segment on it sometime soon. I'm gonna save that for later. It's just I can't handle it right now. We did a big segment on that a couple days ago also. Let's see, 1 hour and 48 minutes. How much time do we have? All right. If anybody can't handle the Charlie Kirk stuff, sorry, but we have some updates. We're going to do a little segment on that. So instead of complaining, just go watch something else. I'm sorry. We're going to end with the Jesus never existed. Christians are high on Yeshua. And Terminator vs. Jesus. But let's see this. Side by side, Candace Owens repeatedly asserting Tyler Robinson was never on UVU campus.
Okay, what are we seeing here, Agent Hall?
That's the vehicle.
Hey, Henrik, if you're still here, I haven't seen you tweet or stream about the Charlie Kirk stuff. Where are you at on the Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson question? I'm curious. I'm sure you know Candace and all these people are a bunch of cranks, I'm assuming.
Okay, what are we seeing here, Agent Hall?
I'm praying to Thor,
the vehicle
Henrik.
is believed to belong to Mr. Robinson arriving in the parking garage on campus.
In fact, according to my source,
Tyler has never even stepped foot on UVU campus.
All right, where does he go from there?
He heads out of the parking garage on foot into the campus.
The alleged
Henrik
shooter,
says
you think they're a
he
patsy.
avoids it altogether. It's as interesting as Flat Earth. So it's just as retarded as Flat Earth. Exactly, I know. It's hard to blame you for even people debunking it somewhat gives it oxygen, but it's just, isn't it outrageous, Henrik, that this is like dominating the whole anti-Zionist discourse? And like this is the kooky theory that's a misdirection that's distracting everybody from the real shit going on.
Of course, they're a patsy. I mean, come on. It's so dumb. He wasn't even on campus that day. They can't show us one clear image, not even one. All of these cameras, Turning Point has everything in 4K. So shouldn't you have caught the shooter?
Yeah, dude. The boyfriend, he says it's him in the Discord chats. He goes, look at the surveillance. It's me. And then the mom said, yeah, that's him. Identified him, testified that, yes, that's him. Same with the boyfriend. It's him. And now the PSYOP today that they're doing is they're all sharing around some other picture that looks like it was altered in some way to look very different. And it's because of this lie. They say this lie, so they dig the hole, and then now they're trying to make up fake shit to get out of it.
On the roof in 4K, like you had cameras everywhere that day. Every inch of that campus
So do you
is
think
covered.
that was someone else that was running across?
Absolutely.
It wasn't Tyler?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you see Mr. Robinson now?
I do, yes. He's just arriving at the corner of the building. Almost the top center of the image.
I don't
Do you think
Tyler Robinson was there.
You don't think he was there?
I think he's a total patsy.
What are we seeing now?
Just asking questions. Hey, stop attacking Candace for asking questions. As if she's not doing way more than that. Henrik says, oh, did you hear what this retarded black academic Wamsa said about the latest thing? You have to get in on this and give us your latest hot take. Meanwhile, whites are going extinct. Exactly. You know what, Henrik? Actually, I remember either the last time I was on with you or the time before that, you asked me about a couple, you like gave me names and you're like, just give me your thoughts on these things. You asked me Candace, and I said, this was before the Charlie Kirk stuff. I said, she's trash. She gets everything wrong. She makes anti-Semites look stupid. She's got all these kooky conspiracies. How did that age? That sure aged well, didn't it? The crazy thing, though, Henrik, is that now all these people online, they're saying we're feds if we don't agree with Candace. They're saying we're getting paid $7,000 for the Jews and we work for the feds. We're fed slop if we don't go along with their new cottage industry conspiracy grift.
And Mr. Robinson lowering and jumping off of the roof of the Losi building onto the grass area, and then moving away towards Campus Drive.
This was so dumb. He wasn't even on campus that day.
Remember when Candace said, hold on, where is it? She's calling for this to be community noted from Viva Frey.
And do you believe you recognize who that person is?
Yes.
Who is that?
So this is what they showed in the courtroom. And this is the photo that they're sharing now. Hold on, did this get community noted? This is the new conspiracy. Watch how many likes this has. 9,000 likes. Yeah, that's not Tyler Robinson. Where did you get this photo from? What has been done to this photo? Why does it not look at all the same as the one that they showed in the courtroom? The original file that they put into evidence in the trial. Yeah, that's not Tyler Robinson clear. Did they just like take the original and make an AI version of it? Here's the original.
And do you believe you
And you can see, by the way, they're complaining about like, oh, it looks weird, and why is the hood so short? Clearly, this is a wide angle, like fish eye type of lens to see a wide perspective. So you get lens distortion around the edges more so than in the center. Stu Peters first edited. They clearly edited this from the original. And then maybe even AI'd it to make it look like a different person. They stretched it with the aspect ratio, right? So this is a wide angle fisheye lens that has distortion around the edges, but in the center, when it first happened, there it is. Looks just like him.
I believe that's Tyler Robinson.
And mind you,
And do
they
you believe-
just drove in with his
Do you
car
recognize who that person
right
is?
before.
Yes.
Who is that?
I believe that's Tyler Robinson.
See, that's what they're showing. Doesn't even look like he has the same glasses on. These look like aviator glasses. He's got in like more sporty wrapped glasses. Yeah, thank you, Jackstone. If their goal was to make the entire JQ movement look retarded, then it seems to be a pretty successful psyop. Totally. So
believe
this is
that's
their
Tyler
latest
Robinson.
lie of the day.
And do you believe you recognize who that person is?
Yes.
Who is
Candace,
that?
Candace called on all of her cultists to go and community note the page and say, oh, Candace claims it's not AI enhanced. Well, they definitely did something to it. You need to stop lying. Yeah, you need 10,000 likes, see? Look at this. I must have misunderstood what you meant by stay tuned when I asked. So just like they ran the hoax a couple weeks ago that, oh, it's impossible. He had steak and beers at this one barbecue place so far away, and we got the receipt. They never provided the receipts. They provided some fake thing that was all blurred out. So she makes this claim. She goes, oh, the receipts are coming, 22,000 likes. Viva Frey and everybody else goes, do you have a receipt? And she says, stay tuned. Feel free to save this tweet. It will age well. Every time she says that on a tweet, it never ages well. And she never provided any evidence of him at the barbecue place like they said.
We're told he wanted to get away with it, to live out his old age with this secret. And yet, when he went to campus that day, he chose to wear his favorite shirt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you dunce, you don't do that. You don't wear your favorite shirt to commit a crime. I suddenly realized how quickly, if you remember, the media intentionally kept showing us Tyler in maroon shirts over the years. In fact, the very first picture that was presented by the media, the very first picture that went viral when his name was revealed to the public, the photo that was virtually used by every news station globally was this one, taken from his mother's Facebook. I'm going to show you that. Remember this, right? Oh, yeah. The idea that was being immediately seeded into our minds, seeded to the public before we knew any details, was that, hey, Tyler Robinson wears maroon shirts. He loves maroon shirts, like a lot.
What?
In fact, it was almost as if he only wore maroon shirts. It was like revisit that in your mind. They even handpicked other photos to show and share with the world how much he repeatedly was in maroon, even from the time he was young. I'm going to show you some photos that were presented in the media. If you Google Tyler Robinson in the media on that day, you will see
That looks
these
like the same
photos
exact
that
shirt.
they pulled from his mother's Facebook, even going back from when he
Whoa.
was younger.
Oh my God.
Photos of him and like, oh gosh,
So
wow,
many
this kid
maroon
must just
shirts.
love maroon shirts. It's his favorite shirt. That was intentional.
Hold on.
That was intentional because I actually had gone through his mother's Facebook at the time, and there were
I have a
plenty
maroon
of other
shirt.
photos of Tyler Robinson to choose from.
It's got a tight neck for some reason. I don't like it that much, but I like blue shirts. I like black shirts. For the majority of my life, average days, I'm pretty much wearing a blue or a black shirt, dark blue or black. I guess I'm part of a blue shirt conspiracy too. Sorry, hey Candace, some people like Mark Zuckerberg and people, and they just wear the same shirt every day. They got a bunch of plain shirts. They wear the same shirt. They buy a pack of them. They got multiples, and they wear them all the time. So not everybody is like a multimillionaire that has like a huge wardrobe of super expensive designer clothes like you do.
Many of them much more recent than the one that they were showing, of him wearing shirts of all different color varieties, blue shirts, white shirts, green shirts. Here are just a few. I'm going to show you Tyler Robinson wearing, you can just keep going through these. This is shirts that were
Also,
available.
He wears a lot of maroon shirts, but also wears other color shirts. Wow, that's even more suspicious. Now we're really onto something. You're right. Maroon 5 is a singer. He's Jewish. Adam Levine. He's It's obviously Mossad. Good one, Jaws. I like where you're going with that. Tips, if you want to send me any tips about Maroon 5, the singer, being Jewish, and how that's related to the case, I would really appreciate that. Does it get any more retarded?
Did not choose.
Smoking
They
gun.
did not choose that day. They just wanted you to ingrain in your mind that Tyler Robinson, actually, when I looked through everything.
These Satanist ball worshippers are trying to condition your mind that he is that this is him in the maroon shirts on the surveillance video.
I went back and reflected because we had a screen record. I would have assumed actually blue was his favorite color on the basis of the photos that I saw of Tyler Robinson. So I reflected on that intention. It reminds me of sort of the same psychological operation of them immediately
Nancy
trying
Drew
to
is on the
remind
case,
us
guys.
of how much Charlie loved Israel. It's weird. They just like instantly stood. Charlie's hugging the Israel flag. Charlie, she's Shabbat Shalom, and Charlie loved Israel. That's a psychological operation.
What?
And I want to be clear: the maroon one.
Hold on. Saying Charlie loved Israel was a psychological operation? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he totally wasn't a big Israel supporter in Shabbos Goy. Totally. Wow.
Worked. They knew that we would naturally draw conclusions because if your brain is trying to work through things, right?
Charlie totally wasn't writing a Shabbat Shalom, observe the Sabbath book before he died that he talked about all the time.
Right? But now, reflecting on that, if you believe as I do that Tyler Robinson is in fact a patsy, then of course the outfit that the person they were going to tell us was Tyler Robinson, caught on neighborhood cameras, caught on blurry stairwells of him walking down the parking garage. The outfit was pre-selected. They selected a maroon shirt, if that is the alternative narrative. So they knew to message to everyone immediately, Tyler loves maroon, Tyler loves maroon. Oh, and
Wow.
look, here he is in a maroon shirt.
No, it wasn't just that they searched his mom's Facebook and that's the first video of him that they found. No, they selected that one knowing that it was a maroon shirt to connect him to the maroon shirt in the surveillance videos. Dude, Mossad is on top of this conspiracy. So on top of it that Candace in her true crime murder mystery wine sleuth audience is poking holes in every aspect of the story. They're calling for Tyler Robinson to be freed because of this fake AI or whatever altered image that they're putting out today. That's how insane these people are.
Walking down the street and walking down a stairwell. So your brain goes, I'm going to fill in that gap. Obviously, it must be Tyler Robinson. I'm getting the truth.
Wow. Dude, that's even stupider than I imagined. I hope Andrew Wilson destroys her worse than anybody's ever been destroyed in a debate ever. Andrew debates everybody all the time, and Candace debates nobody ever. If Candace thinks she's right about this and stands on her business and really believes the stupid shit she's saying, you think she would be super eager to debate anybody on this. Why did she not debate anybody and have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars offered to her to finally pressure her into doing this? I think that says everything you need to know about her.
This summer,
check out some of the AI. Dude, Andrew is being trolled like it's crazy seeing this assault on Andrew right now. This AI video kind of goes hard, though.
This summer, logic has a new weapon.
Let's define our terms.
Reason has a new champion.
Hold on. That's a straw man. That's not what I asked.
He's debated the internet.
That's a straw man. Non sequendium.
He's debated hookers. He's stared logical fallacies directly in the face.
That's just my opinion.
Appeal to emotion.
And refused to let them.
Is this supposed to make him look bad? Because I'm pretty sure this guy, this is the guy that was trying to, in my replies, mad that I'm saying Candace and these theories are dumb. Is this supposed to make him look bad? Because it looks just like him.
Appeal to emotion.
And refused to let them go for 3 fucking hours. But when confronted with his greatest opponent yet, a tightly sealed pickle jar, even legends have their limits. fueled by nicotine, beer, and spite.
You licksness!
Andrew Wilson is the master debater.
I'm coming for you, Candace.
This summer, Logic has a new weapon.
That is so good. Non sequendium. Yeah, this makes Andrew look awesome. Think of it as the Mona Lisa. It reaches everyone differently. That's so funny. How good is that? Sneeko argues Andrew Wilson's pushback against Charlie Kirk's Israel conspiracy theory is driven by fear of the groypers. Yeah, I'm definitely sure that's not it. Yeah, he's only saying that it's retarded and all these kooky conspiratards are wrong because he's scared of the groypers attacking him. Talk about a retarded dude. The groypers are so in your mind, Sneeko, rent-free. I think this is a huge projection too. Sneeko, I think you fear the groypers. You're doing what you're doing because you fear the groypers. I think that's it. Or just because you want to counter whatever Nick says. The left can't meme. He's not the left, though. It's I don't know who that guy is, actually.
History there. If you look at the history there, Fuentes conducted his Groyper War against TPUSA and Charlie Kirk because of the pro-Israel stance and because of his
Andrew Wilson, I do respect the guy. I want people to know this, right? But something's weird about this. And I'll tell you, so many people are afraid to criticize Pablo Fuentberg. Why? What does he tell his fans to do? They have to grape, kill, and die for him. Why would you want to deal with this? This is Andrew Wilson before he said,
"Hey, it's me."
You know,
what? I didn't know I was on here, dude. Look at me. Oh, on the kill stream. Let's go.
Line with Nick Pablo.
Look at how much better this is old camera, no background. Look at how much better my setup looks now compared to back then.
Teams. I wasn't even on the opposite team. Just people.
Dude, you suck Fuentes' cock as hard as anybody. Who the fuck are you talking
I don't
to? Right?
Name me, Sneeko! Who is this?
Even know. Nick Fuentes.
Oh, yeah. You suck it as hard as you can, dude. Who the fuck
The
are you
guy,
trying to
so the
fool?
guy apologizes to me and I say thank you?
Okay, so you changed. You said he was a pedophile. You said he.
This is when I think the first time I was supposed to debate Andrew on the kill stream, and then he was like a little bit late or something, and then he got in a fight with the moderator Ethan Ralph at the very beginning, and then they argued and yelled at each other for like 45 minutes, and I just sat there and watched them blood sports each other. But then to Andrew's credit, he still came back after that and then did the debate with me. I respect that.
Cult, and now he's all good.
Does that mean you represented a pedophile cult?
No.
No, it doesn't. I thought that you were the head honcho over there. You were number 2. Did you represent a pedophile cult, Ethan?
You said I did.
Did you?
No.
Well, then you can't have it both ways. Either you represented a pedophile cult, or they're not a pedophile cult. You make up your mind.
I can have it any which way I want, Andrew.
Well, then tell me which way it is. Either you represented a pedophile cult, or they're not a pedophile cult.
You renounce everything you said about Nick Fuentes right now, or leave my fucking show.
I don't renounce a fucking thing. That any of these fucking people. I've always been 100% correct. And just because I didn't want to get my family swatted, just because
Hold on, this is Sneeko's proof that he's scared of groypers?
I didn't want to get my family fucking swatted. I wasn't his number 2.
It seems likely to me with how much trans have been shooting everything up for the last couple of years.
It's the left.
And how often.
Hold on, why is Sneeko making a face like there aren't violent trans?
Likely to me with how much trans have been shooting everything up.
What do why is he rolling his eyes at that? Like, you're really denying that? No, they're all Mossad ops every time. The left isn't violent. The left doesn't think any nationalist or even basic bitch Republican is a Nazi.
If you look at the history there.
No, he says if you don't think it was a road mic, then you're a Fed.
Fuentes conducted his Groyper.
Okay. Well, I like it.
Wouldn't surprise me a bit if there was a left-wing conspiracy assisting.
It's the left. It's not the Jews. It's the left. Okay. Well, I like Andrew.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
But
it's not the Jews every single time, Sneeko. Do people live in this clown world where, like, there is no left-wingers? There is no radical left? There is no real incidents? No real events ever happening? Nobody really shoots anybody? It's the Jews every single time? I guess in Sneeko's world, Every time except when they're the Torah, that's given to them by God, and their Judaism, that's a beautiful religion. Yeah, funny how he's rolling his eyes about the radical left when just a few years ago he was celebrating, calling for violence, justifying violence, and celebrating, he was doing the BLM, justifying violence in riots and saying it's to fight systemic racism.
I think I have a good synopsis as to why he arrived at this position.
Oh, you're only against Candace because of groypers. Imagine that being a cope.
If you look at the history there,
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, we got some Jesus stuff to cover on the next stream. Look, here's the photo. Look at Jake, too. He shares this fake-ass photo that is not going to age well. Doesn't look anything like the security footage that was in the trial that we got from the trial. One of these idiot conspiratards probably took the real one and then threw it in AI, is most likely what happened. We'll find out. But what does Jake say? He goes, this is why it's best to allow the evidence to come in before forming an opinion. You mean like how Ian Carroll and all the conspiracy people were blaming Israel on day one before the body was cold? Before we had the shooter, before we knew anything about the shooting and people were already blaming Israel? Who's the people that did a million conspiracies and made a million claims and not asking questions, assertions and accusations before the preliminary hearing even started? Before the evidence came in to form your opinion, the more evidence that comes is the less the more evidence that comes and the less it looks like Tyler Robinson. Dude. Too many influencers stacked their entire career, on it being Tyler, so they won't be able to admit they're wrong. Talk about the projection. And good to know, since I guess you're making the rules, all the people, all the influencers, as yourself and all your friends and Candace and Stu and all these people, Baron Coleman, Ian Carroll, who literally did their careers on this, Baron Coleman, it's the Sephiroidic Jews. Yeah, Red. Yeah, Henrik. Yeah, it's all these people that are stacking their careers on Tyler not being the killer. And that's why they're not able to admit that they're wrong. Total projection. 5.8 thousand likes. An edited photo, Einstein. Is that what he said? Einstein. Look, Candace or one of her followers clearly manipulated the photo. We already went through the security footage that they showed when they submitted into evidence in the trial. Zoomed in with recording on a screen in the courtroom at an angle across the room, so you're losing a lot of resolution and it's being transformed and the quality's not good. But still, I remember doing the streams, doing the side-by-sides of his photos on Facebook compared to this. It's the same guy. Compared to him at the fast food place, the Dairy Queen, I think it was.
Walks on foot to exit the parking garage.
So they took a screenshot of
It's the individual in the
and put it in
the red
AI
t-shirt and the shorts and
then
shoes.
posted it and go, it's not him. Just like they did this same psyop before. When they first released the first footage of him in the stairwell before he was arrested, it was a little bit blurry, so people threw it in AI to say clear it up, and then it showed somebody looking different because it's AI made it up. And then still just to this day, they're sharing that AI photo saying, it's not him.
And do you believe you recognize who that person is?
Yes.
Who is that?
I believe that's Tyler Robinson.
And we know it's Tyler Robinson because he just drove in with his car with the plates that they got on camera too. And these idiots like Ryan Matta, they always act like they won. They cracked the case and he should be free. And the Fed sloppers are in a panic. They're down bad. I've never seen such cultish brainwashing, such mass psychosis and delusion. And you could tell just how much this is skewed, how much lens distortion. This is a straight beam. Look at the curve on it. So yeah, people are complaining. They're trying to claim that the original footage is altered because the perspective, it looks like these hoods are all short and the cars are short. That's the lens distortion from the wide angle lens. Any idiot knows this. Paging all the flat earthers, come and tell us and explain. Funny, the people, I bet you there's flat earthers that are doing the opposite of what they normally do. They go, there's no curve, that's just a fisheye lens. So we see the curve here giving it a fisheye, and then now they're complaining, saying it's altered. Totally crazy. Totally ridiculous. Look at some of these too. Let me show you some more of these. I'm bookmarking and screenshotting all of these. So for posterity, to save and rub in everybody's faces when they age terribly and they look totally wrong and retarded. But it won't matter. These people that are all consistently wrong, late to the game on things, totally wrong about things, but still they do the Christ is King. They prop each other up in their grift networks, and they'll just move on to the next lie, and everybody will just forget that they were wrong before. That's what ends up happening. I mean, if Stu Peters got away with his J-proof meme coin grift and people look past it, what they're not going to look past him being wrong about this too?
And in entering, you should go pursue that. I wish we had made that clip a little bit longer, but it just instantly brought me back to the fun of my youth, egging houses, toilet papering trees. We did it all. And then Dane Cook sort of delivers this truth in the skit about the one person that exists in every teenage friend group. Take a listen to this.
I call Robert up because when you do a B&E, you need an accomplice. And the key is you always need to bring somebody with you who does not want to go. They have to hassle you the whole time and make it difficult to enjoy the B&E.
And then he goes on and sort of starts retelling his character about his friend Robert, who's like, no, don't do it. Don't do crimes. And that's an absolute fact. This is really known as the responsible friend in the group. I'm afraid to tell you guys I was not that friend. And in entering, you should go pursue that. I wish we had made that clip a little bit longer, but it just instantly brought me
Natalie,
back
you got to charge your
the fun of my
AirPods.
youth, egging houses, toilet papering trees.
Okay, that's it. All right, this is a little weak. We all got in a little mischief when we were kids. Jake Shield says, "Hey guys, look, another Jew lying about Tyler Robinson. I'm starting to notice a pattern here." The only reason this got community noted is because Candace tweeted out. It's citing Candace, claiming that she didn't AI enhance. That doesn't mean it's not altered in any way. It's clearly altered from the original security camera. You can't just... You think that there was another camera that didn't have the wide angle lens and was skewed right next to it? So we got that one saved too. Look at this. Trisha, another Candace cultist, whoever this grandma is. "I would hope that Tyler Robinson's legal team immediately calls for the judge to look at the evidence submitted by the prosecution. It has clearly been manipulated. The prosecution has already been found in contempt once. This is much worse." Total get, like, while they're actively lying. Couldn't make it up. This guy says, "The image that Candace shared is 100% a fake manipulated in Photoshop. It failed every test." Including what many people are pointing out. Look at his arm. Why does his arm look all retarded and bent up like that? Probably due to whatever transforming that they did of the image. They're such liars. They'll make up a lie, a fake AI video. They'll all share it like it's conclusive evidence, like they haven't been caught lying a million times before, and then they start calling us all feds. And then they go, "Oh, what's wrong? We're just asking questions." Oh, shoot. Let's see this one. We're almost done. We're almost wrapped here. Nowhere near to the goal today. Very, very disappointing.
You're saying that the Christians are the real Jews? Is that what you're saying?
That's what it says in the Bible.
Where does it say that in the Bible?
I can pull it up for you.
You don't need to pull it up because it's not in the Bible.
This is Romans chapter 2, verse 28. For he is not...
Christians are the real Jews? Yeah, dude. Jew-splaining, the spiritual circumcised brain, spiritual Jew, Jew-splaining, wanting to be Jewish to the Jewish
a Jew
guy.
who is one outwardly, nor is circumcision that which is outward in the flesh, but he is a Jew who is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart in the spirit, not in the latter, whose praise is not from men but God. A true Jew is someone who's one inwardly, the circumcision of the heart, which speaks of Jesus giving us a brand new heart, becoming born again, saying those people are true Jews.
I think you're misunderstanding the translation, but we can go off from there.
Well, it specifically says he's a true Jew who is one inwardly.
So your reading is that Jewish people don't exist? I'm confused.
No. There are Jewish people who are outward, but a true Jew, a true child of God, is someone who's one inwardly of the circumcision of the heart. Those people, in other words, who have repented and put their faith in Jesus.
I don't think that's the case. I think that the real...
Okay, well, you're arguing with the scriptures, so I'm going to stick with the scriptures, not you.
You're saying...
Yeah, dude, we're the real Jews, bro. Hey, if you don't want to be a real Jew, then you're a Jew, okay? If you don't want to be a real Jew, then you're a fake Jew, all right?
Miami make 30 sent $5 on
Mandus?
Rumble. I'm starting the allegations. Candace is a man named Mandus Broyns.
No, the allegations is that she's being boosted by a Russian network to discredit opposition to Zionism and destabilize America. That's most likely what's going on. Henrik's still here. He says, I need my foreskin on my heart intact. Thank you very much. Dude, that's pretty anti-Semitic of you to not want to circumcise your heart and your brain, your prefrontal lobe, Henrik. Come on, dude. Yahweh demands your foreskin. Be a good goy. Okay. Let's check out some of check in on my Charlie Kirk slop bookmarks. We did that one. They're fighting. Shoot, I guess I just have screenshots of a lot of these. Carrie Bolaire is calling for him to be freed. She's doing free Tyler Robinson. These people are so gullible. All it takes is somebody, some picture on the internet, and you think he should be free, as if AI doesn't exist. I can't believe this is the discourse in 2026. All of it. It's all so slop. All right, we're going to go out. That's all we have today, folks. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment below. Clip the show. Sign up for Substack. Subscribe star. Stay tuned. I'll do a late night stream. We're going to watch that Torah science video. Thanks, everybody, for the donos. Thank you, Henrik, for stopping by. I got to reach out and DM and get you scheduled for a collab soon. I know you're busy with all the kids and the big fam and doing your own streams, but it has been requested. So we're going to close out today from Jesus Never Existed from DJ Macrometer. And I will see you guys next time.
You said that you loved me. I guess you were joking. And I was still hoping that this would
Hail the old gods and down with Yahweh.
Guess it's over.
And go to the gym.
Pretend you and I could still be friends. Let's both agree this has to
and some pork.
We just can't seem to be together.
And some oysters and shrimp.
Maybe I'd be thinking less about it. When I realized it wasn't real, I couldn't even think about shit. It ate me up to know it was all made up, nothing close to love.
Jesus smoking crack in a dirty alley, barefoot.
When it all was just a dream.
I like to picture my Jesus like Jared Leto wearing some robes in an alley dancing, smoking a crack pipe.
To see, like Bigfoot or alien beings, that the things people are saying aren't real, they're just pretending. Don't tell me everything he did. I know that it was all pleasures. He was penned by rabbinic scribes, using midrash to fake scripture. Jesus never existed. Jesus never existed. Don't tell me everything he did. I know that it was all pleasures. He was penned by rabbinic scribes, using midrash to fake scripture. Jesus never existed. Jesus never